Morning, my friends. This is Proof Weight Loss Surgery Works, and I'm your Sunday blogger, Rosemary. Welcome. Look at my beautiful cup that my husband made me. Isn't that adorable? So I'm going to read the topic now. The topic is, what is your definition of healthy after weight loss surgery? Has your perception of what healthy is changed since having weight loss surgery? Does healthy equal happy? Okay, so I've got a few thoughts on this. First of all, I want to show you a few pictures of me that my brother gave me when I was in Dallas. And I forgot that I had them. I was looking through some pictures for my daughter. She needed some pictures, and I found this envelope. And it had about I think 3 pictures of me, because, you know, when you're bigger like that, you don't want to be in pictures. At least I didn't. And so I put them up on Facebook, and I said they're a blast from my past. So I'm going to show you those pictures now. So in those pictures, I remember thinking in my mind and in my thoughts, I only had a dream, right? And what I thought and what I perceived, my perception of healthy was movement. I wrote things down. And these are not all the things, but these are a few things. Movement was one of them. I just wanted to be able to do what I felt like doing that day and doing it. Not thinking about, okay, if I go to that place, is there going to be a chair for me? If I go to an amusement park, is there going to be benches that fit my butt? Because a lot of the benches were not long enough. There goes that train again. Sorry, guys. But my butt was not long enough, or the chair was not long enough to really make my butt sit and feel comfortable. So my legs would go to sleep. It's just those little things. I didn't want to have to worry about if I was going to go somewhere and have to worry about ahead of time. You know what I'm talking about. I thought healthy meant shopping anywhere I wanted to, shop at. If, I didn't have to worry about if they were going to have plus sizes or not. I just walked in the store and got what I wanted. That was never possible for me at one time. I wanted to feel comfortable in this body. I wanted to just feel like I could wear any gown I wanted. I know nowadays I just wear comfy muumuus because I'm comfortable in big, comfortable muumuus. But even back then, I didn't have muumuus that I was comfortable in. They had to be really, really large. There was a catalog, Romans, and I would look in there to see if I could find a comfortable muumuu, one that would fit me loose, because that was almost impossible to find. Curling up on the couch or in my lazy boy chair. I didn't even know what that would feel like. I do now. But, I would see people curl up, and I'd look at them and go, wow, that must be the healthiest feeling ever. I know, I'm strange. Sorry. Playing with my children. Getting on the floor and playing with my kids, or being able to chase after them, or even putting them on my lap. I didn't have a lap. I did not have a lap. My stomach was on my lap. I didn't have room for a child. I see now these girls that wrap their babies around their bodies. I only dreamed of that. That was something I saw a lot when I would go to Mexico, because my husband was from Mexico. And I remember he wrapped Sara, my oldest, in a child. That's what we call him, a child. And he had her in his back. And I wanted that. And he tried, but the child didn't fit my body. It didn't even go around my stomach to do it. So, yeah, I remember that. So, now, I try really hard not to think about all the things that I couldn't do, because there's so many things that, we say that we will never forget, and some people do. I used to tell my sister, I'm sorry, guys. I used to tell my sister that, to take those pictures because they're just going to be memories. And she'd say, no, I'll always be somehow I'm going to be always big. No, you're not, Connie. And, they're just memories now. So I start my day, every morning, I start my day being grateful. Waking up and saying, thank you, God, for the life that I live today, for the body that I'm in today. And, I always think ahead of time, what is the movement that I'm going to do the next day? Like, I know that after this, there's going to be some kind of movement for the day. If it's not going to go to the gym, it's going to be walking. If it's not going to be walking, it's going to be my elliptical in the back room or my jumping, I don't know what it's called, but, I jump on it. And so those things bring me happiness. Why? Because it's not about me that's not a healthy thing that I think of. I think of the endorphins that come after the movement. Because the endorphins is what brings me joy. Exercise, this is a definition. Exercise equals endorphins. Endorphins make you happy. So that's what I look for. I look to move. Because not that it's going to be, I can't explain this, darn it. It's not that it's that the movement is so much the joy, but it's what brings afterwards. The endorphins come after the movement, and I feel joyful. And when I started feeling that way, I kept that up because, I only dreamed about it. I wrote this little thought that I had. In my mind, those dreams and thoughts were for others, not for me. I never knew that I also could feel as healthy as I knew others were. As they were. In my head, I thought everybody was happy because everybody was, small around me. There was very few big people around me, other than my sister. And we knew how our bodies were. We knew how trapped we felt. We would tell each other, But, movement is a medicine for creating change in a person's physical, emotional, and mental state. The body achieves what the mind only believes. I believe it now. I believe that when I go to do my movement, I'm going to be content and happy with the day. That's the way I want to start my day, with some kind of movement. So, the question is, what is your definition of health after weight loss surgery? It's the feeling that I get after my movement. It's the knowing that I can go into a store and buy a size medium. They will have a size medium. They will have a size large for the bottom part of my body, because that's the bigger part. Has my perspective changed since weight loss surgery? Of course, because I don't think it's for somebody else anymore. I know that it was meant for me, always. Does healthy equal happy? Well, I've got a quote. You tell me. It goes like this. If you have health, you probably will be happy. And if you have health and happiness, you have all the wealth you need, even if it is not all you want. First of all, health is an amazing thing to have. I knew what it was to get up and take a pill because my diabetes could go crazy, right? My diabetes would hit the 500s. I know that's really crazy, but it is. It used to hit the 500s. 500s, I would go into a sleep coma. I could fall asleep driving, If I want, there would be times where I would be so exhausted. I couldn't wait to get home. Thank God I didn't live that far from where I worked. Staying awake in the classroom was almost impossible sometimes, It was just horrific. I know what it is not to be in a healthy body. I know what it is to be in this body today and feel amazing. I know that skinny does not equal health. I know that. I have had many skinny people that are very sick in my lifetime. I knew many. I have friends, and so that does not equal health, But I know that my mobility keeps me healthy. And in my mind, like I said, I used to think that it was for others. I know that it was for me, but I didn't know how to get to it. And today I know that staying on a plan keeps me happy. It keeps me mobile. It keeps me knowing that I can achieve more because I always want more. I will repeat this. If you have health, you probably will be happy. Of course, I know many people that, my mother died of cancer. Her brothers and sisters have died of cancer. And so, if you have health, you probably will be happy. And if you have health and happiness, you have all the wealth that you'll ever need. So, I may not be rich with material things, and my bank account may be overdraft most of the time, but I'm rich. I am blessed with richness. I'll end that today that way. I love you guys, and I hope I answered the question. Let me know if I did. Let me know how you feel about, health, and what's your perspective on it. I love you guys, and I'll see you when I see you next Sunday. Go out and be the best you that you know how to be, and forget about the rest. See ya.